Hi guys! So, today I'm going to talk about prime ministers and the leader of the opposition in order to give you more information that you can use in debates.
First, the prime minister is the one that initiates the debate. He is a part of the government, which means that he is going to talk in favor of the motion, defending it. The prime minister has to take three steps. First, present the context. Second, the model. And then has to bring arguments. The context, it is extremely important and relevant because it is similar as presenting the world we'll be talking about in debate. The context can also completely change the relevance of the arguments. For example, in the motion, this house would ban the access to the internet in any particular country. This motion is about security versus liberty, and it would only make sense if you are living in a country where there is threats of attacks, terrorism, and instability, because if the context was of social stability, the government wouldn't have the legitimacy to implement this measure. So, it is easy to understand that the context is fundamental for giving credibility to the arguments. The model is how we are going to implement the motion. For example, this house would implement physical punishment in schools. So, how did it work? It would be for every situation or only for the worst ones. Who would beat them? And would it be done in front of everyone? That's what the Prime Minister has to explain by doing the model. In this case, an example of a model would be, this punishment would only be for extreme situations. We would have a private room where this was going to happen. The person who would beat them would then beat their teachers. And everything had to be documented. Finally, we have the arguments that are used to defend the case, and also for making the opposition. See what kind of solutions the motion would bring, and how the world would get after they have been implemented. If you look in Lex's example, what kind of implications would have this solution? Would they be scared and behave better? The environment in the classroom would improve? It's important to remember what you stand for as a team, so your whole case and measures can be coherent. On the other hand, we have the leader of the opposition, and what he has to do is reframing, give alternative model or defend the status quo, which means how things are nowadays, and also bring arguments. By reframing, which is not an obligation in a debate, I mean that the opposition can give a different and more favorable context to their side. Then, the alternative model, it is when the opposition explains why the model of the government isn't the best and can give a new one. They use arguments so they can explain why the motion shouldn't be implemented. For example, in the case of the punishment of the students, they would probably say that students would be scared and don't want to go to school, and so on.
I hope you have learned something from this, and if you have any doubts, please contact us. Goodbye!